adventurers. Welcome to another midnight walk in Toronto with myself, the Green Knight. It is a chilly Billy day, well, chilly Billy evening tonight. I figured out how to go horizontal though, which is apparently the superior way to stream, but whatever. I hope you all come with me and have some fun as we jaunt through the snow. I was thinking take you through some of the back streets of Parkdale, and then maybe up Ronsonsville for a little bit. All right, let's get this flipped around so you can see where I'm walking. Whoop. There we go, and they're off. Always surprised at the amount of people I see out, especially on chilly nights like today. Oh, whatever, it is what it is. I guess it is only midnight. Some people who are just heading out to the bar or whatever at this kind of night, this time of night. So this is Springhurst. It's a nice quiet street. Normally, sometimes it gets pretty busy because the gardener is just to the left over there. Right now it's pretty chill. And it looks like the plow come through, has cleaned off the sidewalks for us. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'm gonna work through some of these back streets and back alleys in Parkdale. And then try and get over to Ronsonsville. And hopefully Roncy's not too crazy busy. Used to walk all the time this way home from work. Because Medieval Times is back on Dufferin there. And I used to live just up here on Close. I'm not talking to anybody right now. That's okay. Hopefully some of my loyal subscribers will show up tonight. Give me some support on this chilly evening. Well, I've got a like anyway. And you know what? That's good enough. So yeah, this street coming up is Close Avenue. I used to live up there for many, many years. Hey Wayne, how's it going? Yeah, the roads are still pretty snow covered. I think it's gonna stay that way for a few days at least. You can see a bit where it's been cleared off, but it's gonna stay pretty chilly. That's Close Avenue. I lived about 2 blocks up there. Lived in Parkdale for a long time. But yeah, it looks like the plow thing's gone over the sidewalks anyway, or at least this sidewalk. Problem with Toronto is a lot of people are, what's the word? Responsible for the sidewalks in front of their own building. So you can get really inconsistent, especially on residential streets. But this one looks like the government got to it, which is always good. I was born and raised up north, North Bay, Ontario. and the plows will go down every sidewalk. Because yeah, you can't let that shit go. But here, everyone's responsible for their own, and if someone slips in front of your house, you're liable. So I don't understand why people don't do it. But I'm glad that the snow has stopped for the most part. Like, it's not really snowing right now, and it's not super windy, knock on wood. So it's going to be a much nicer stream than yesterday when I was literally fighting the elements. This is Jameson. Lots of old condo buildings up there that are way too expensive. You're planning on driving around Burlington around 7 a.m. Oh, why did my chat disappear? Didn't get to see that at all. Hold on, let me figure this out. All messages are visible. Let's go with that. You're in downtown Toronto, but you might skip it. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty slick out here right now. But it looks like they've been keeping up with it. And like, there's so much traffic downtown that even if it doesn't get plowed right away, a lot of the snow will just get pushed to the side by cars and stuff. Oh, gotta keep my gloves on, or my fingers are gonna freeze. Yeah, I'm just taking a couple back roads, getting over to Ronsonsvales. Maybe I'll head up there, see what it's like. And then maybe I'll cut over and cut down the side of High Park. See how long I feel like staying out tonight. Usually try and go for about 2 hours. Sometimes I'll go down alleys, look for graffiti and like wall art and stuff like that. I don't think there's too much of that around here. Not any really nice ones anyway. You just put lots of salt on the sidewalks and streets. I think due to environmental reasons, they cut back. Yeah, you don't need a lot either. And some people just go nuts. And it ruins your boots. Salt gets everywhere. Again, up north, they don't really use salt as much. They use sand because it adds traction. And melting the snow is actually kind of dangerous up there because there it just freezes again. I don't know, it's supposed to warm up in the next few days. I don't know if it'll warm up enough to get rid of all of this, though. Yeah, I feel bad for some people like this who just get stuck in. Yeah, dogs with their poor little feet. I literally saw a dog, someone was walking their dog off leash, which is like, why? But the dog had stopped and he was just eating the salt off the side of the road. And I can't imagine that's very good for him. That's why moose come out into the middle of the road too. If you're ever driving somewhere where there's moose, they'll come out and try and lick the salt off the side of the road. And if you ever see a moose, don't slow down, speed up. Because if you hit it slow, it's going to fall on you. But if you go real fast, it'll fly over the top of the car. Might take the roof off, but you'll be alive. Hero. See, I like to do these late night walks, listen to a few tunes, have a nice little chat with people who come out to see me. So thanks for keeping me company tonight, Wayne. Hopefully we'll get a few more people joining in a bit. But it takes time. It's a Thursday night. There could be people out on the town. Some people like to get the weekend started early. And I think a couple of my buddies are at like karaoke. We got some friends out at what's it called? Trivia night. Oh, this is nice and clear. I'm sure we'll encounter a few spots where it's not though. Yeah, we're coming up to King Street. I used to go to this laundromat right here. Trivia night is a thing at bars. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go to a Lord of the Rings trivia night, but they changed the theme to this hockey thing. I don't know hockey. Yeah, I used to go to that laundromat there, and then one day a bunch of my clothes got stolen. So I lost a bunch of like band shirts and stuff like that I haven't been able to replace. Because some of them were concert shirts, and that really sucks. Because you always got to get a shirt when you go to, you got to get a tour shirt when you go to a band, go see a band. Aside from it being like minus 15 right now, it's actually not a very bad night. I got super bundled up, and now I'm actually kind of warm. But better that than freezing, Beth, I suppose. I suppose. Yeah, I'm trying out the horizontal stream tonight. Some people said that's the proper way to do it. I usually go vertical to cater to the mobile crowd, but we'll see how this stream does. Might cater better to people watching it over later on their computer or something like that, or on the television. But I mean, like if every other walktuber or whatever they call themselves is streaming horizontally, maybe I can fill a niche and do it vertically. I don't know. Everybody got food. On live streamer, say things vertical gets more views because YouTube pushes it out to more people. That could be true. Normally, I'd have a couple at this point. Like you're the only one who showed up today. Usually, some of my other subscribers come out. And all the lives that I've watched, except for like a couple of my friends who do this sort of thing, all the other lives I've watched are vertical. So I think I've been fed misinformation. It's too late to switch now because it doesn't let you switch it midstream. I tried that the other night. Yeah, I feel like YouTube does cater more to mobile watchers. That's a nice view, though. You watched me last night? Oh, thanks for coming over, bud. What do you think? Do you prefer the vertical or the horizontal? There's the Gardner. That's Hamilton out there. That would be a long walk if I went all the way out there. I feel like I could see the comments better in vertical. You're always on horizontal because you watch on your Mac. Oh, okay. And that's it. You got different devices that people watch on. So it's hard to know who you want to play to. But again, we'll see how well this stream does. Toronto live streamer station does horizontal and vertical at the same time. I've heard that. I don't know how to do that. I would love to figure that out. I've only got one device though. Maybe she's going with two. I was really hoping that the cold doesn't suck my battery dry. That would be unfortunate. So I didn't bring a charger. It's been pretty good to me the last few days. Yeah, like two devices is the only way I can imagine that working. Maybe there is a way to do it with one, but I'm not a tech genius. I'm glad that my friggin' smartphone does most of the work for me. I tried making videos back in like high school and college, but editing software wasn't anywhere near where it is now. Like nowadays, you have all this stuff that adds like effects and shit, and it makes it look really cool. And it's a lot easier to do. But like back in the day, you had to do everything yourself, and I don't know what I'm doing. Although that's more for like my long form videos, like my Reddit reads and my short mythology videos. I don't really have to do too much with these. Just kind of go out, record them, and YouTube throws them up for me, which is nice. And I know when I go vertical, it'll like clip parts of the stream and make like a short out of it for me. It just kind of automatically does that. So that's pretty nice. Don't know if it'll do that for me now. Whatever. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Green Knight. I like walking around the city at night because it's a little more peaceful. I know walking by the Gardner is not the most peaceful thing in the world. Lots of cars going by. That's a nice view. Nice view of the lake and Hamilton over there. But I think tonight I'm going to head up Ronsonsville a little bit. Maybe zigzag through Parkdale neighborhood. And they're gone. That's okay. They'll be back because I'm handsome. Yeah, it looks like there's been enough foot traffic through here. Maybe like one guy's going through and shovel, keeping it a bit clear for me. I think Ronsonville is going to be really hit and miss though. We'll see. I guess you are wearing boots. Yes, I am. Not like super thick winter boots, like big heavy ones. I'm just wearing Blundstones. But I got a couple pairs of socks on. to mitigate it. I thought about going to Walmart and just getting like a cheap pair of winter boots to wear on days like this, but my boots are doing all right for me. They better. I paid like $200 for them, so no, damn close to $300. But they're nice boots, so they are suede. You can't really see it. Camera won't let me look at it. Whatever. If the weather was a little nicer, I would have a suede jacket on too. But it's a little too cold for that, so I got my winter jacket on. Uh-oh. There we go. Across the street. Don't get hit by a car. Yeah, we're gonna just head up Roncesvalles. Looks pretty clean to me. May as well flip over, say hi. What's up, Wayne? Thanks for coming with me, keeping me company. Hopefully some more people show up tonight. But till then, we're walking around trying to, there we go, get this glove back on because it's important to avoid frostbite. I don't know, should I go down a couple of these side streets and kind of zigzag up and down Roncesvalles? Yeah, it's streets like that where the sidewalks are kind of hit and miss. Never know how well they're going to be plowed. I do have a mic in my hood, yeah. just so you guys can hear me. It's got a little wind buffer thing on it. I tried recording videos just on my phone, and the sound quality was not ideal. So if I'm going to be doing this all the time, I figured I'd get a better mic. And actually, I had one lapel mic, but it was really muted. So my buddy Matty McLean, or Toronto, who's another walk-tuber, he gave me this one, and it actually sounds pretty good, I think. And then I finally got like a nice recording mic for my long form videos, and my latest video sounds way better. So you got to invest a little bit, and then it just increases the quality way more. That guy's driving around with his hood open. That's probably not a good idea. Get charged with insecure load or something like that. Oh, I love this song. Do you hear the music all right? Do I have to put that open? This is Jupiter from Gustav Holst's The Planets. I like Mars too, but Jupiter is my favorite. But we know that Saturn is God's favorite planet because he put a ring on it. But I'm Tish. Please don't leave. Although, whenever I'm out and I want to catch a streetcar, they never show up. But then when I'm out here walking, like 10 will go by. Or a bunch will go by the other way when you're standing there waiting for one. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I would try and activate Murphy's Law when I was waiting for the bus. I'd light a cigarette, and literally as soon as you do, that's when the streetcar turns the corner. Yeah. Actually, Ronsi's pretty clear of snow. This is nice. Still got some of the Christmas lights up. Maybe I'll head up Ronsi and then I'll zigzag through the back streets to get home. Because I like going down alleys and dark back streets and stuff, although these alleys don't really lead anywhere. I know that for a fact. So glad you didn't start smoking? Yeah. Yeah, I wish I never had. That and the devil's lettuce. Like, if people like smoking it, that's fine. And I just can't do anything in moderation. And yeah, I'm pretty sure my memory is fried now. And it does cost a fortune, yeah, especially if you're like a pack-a-day smoker. I remember like back, I don't know, early 2000s or something, I did the math. I was like, if you like save the money that you would spend on a pack a day, you could go to Disney World every year. That's probably changed now. I think all the prices of everything have gone up, especially at Disney World. I went there like 4 times while I was married. Holy shit. We could have gone to Europe or something. But that's okay. See, the trick is to go to Epcot and go to all the different pavilions and just pretend you're in Europe. Hey, Fantasy, how are you, girl? Yeah, or you can invest the money. That's right, Wayne. Like, yes, like, oh fuck, what are cigarettes now? $15 a pack? That's a lot you can invest. Not to mention, like, if you're working a minimum wage job, that is an hour of your life that you are spending to literally reduce your lifespan even more. Literally just throwing your life away. But it is what it is. I'm glad I quit. There was a sign in that window that said back in 10 minutes. I think it's probably going to be longer than that. They look pretty closed. Oh my God. Are those TY Beanie Babies? Oh, they're the weird big eye ones. Does anyone remember TY Beanie Babies? Like the good ones in the 90s? That were basically like NFTs for 10-year-olds. These are going to be worth so much money. And now there's people with like hundreds of Beanie Babies in their friggin' basement that are just not worth anything at all. Well, here's some cool wall art coming up. I love this style. It's like Native American style. I'm not sure what tribe, I think it's like Ojibwe or something. But I just love the stylization of everything. I'll walk around and take a look at it. Like it's so stylized and like abstract, but it's also clear enough that you can just tell what everything's supposed to be. I really like this art style. Actually, I should probably do some research and find out exactly what it is and where it comes from. What's it say? Oh, Roncesvalles. Okay. I was like, is this gonna have some spiritual or like sweet message? No, it's just Roncesvalles. That's okay. Back up the street we go. Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it, Fantasy? See so many of these stores pop up and down. I've lived here for a long time. Can't remember what half of them were, to be completely honest, but do we want to go get some curry at the India Curry House? try excellent buffet. Nepal India Curry House. That reminds me, I posted a short about the Buddha the other day. And like I posted on everything, like on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok. It blew up on TikTok. Like all these people from Nepal. I might try when it's open. I'm not breaking into a place to make myself some curry. Not that I'd even know how. I know how to make butter chicken. That's about it. I don't think I do it right. I get rotis and I just like dip it in the butter chicken. I'm not a huge fan of rice. And a lot of cultures put rice in everything. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike rice. It's just not my go-to carbohydrate. A little toy store. Oh, look at the little dog going for a skate. Sorry. I'm like, this place isn't open, but why are all the lights on? That's wasting hydro. Over there we got the Toronto Public Library. Oh yeah, some Michael Jackson. Fucking love Michael Jackson. This is music. Yeah, that's what I was just wondering, Wayne. Why do some of these stores have all their lights on? Like, I'm sure there's a couple bars here. Like, okay, this one's just got the front lights on, so you can see what they're about. But still, like, like, can go for some Greek food. Souvlaki pretty fucking good. And there used to be a bunch of bars up and down here, but I guess either they're not open late on Thursdays or they close at midnight. Some bars do that. Furlough, that looks like a dog babysitter, for lack of a better term. The way you make me feel, you turn me on. You knock me off and I feel my bang. Some of my friends are at karaoke tonight. I kind of wish I was out there with them. That's okay, I'll go a different night. Figured I'd come hang out with you lovely people this evening. Horizontal too, I gotta worry about keeping it like pointed upright. Vertical, I feel like I got a little more freedom that way. Karaoke's at a bar called Penny's over on Bloor and Lansdowne. I could probably walk past it. I might get dragged in. Over near where the dinosaur skull is, there's a guy who's got a big Triceratops skull on his front lawn. And I don't know like where it came from or how he got it. But it's obviously not real. But like, where do you get a massive prop dinosaur skull from? I don't know. You get it off like Etsy or something? AI vape? How do you AI vape? AI's taking over everything, man. Holy shit. It starts with VTubers, and then they won't even need the VTubers. It'll just be the avatars with a script and an AI voice. And eventually, the VTubers will, the avatars will look so good that you'll just think it's a real person. Like it's getting scary out here, man, with AI. Would the bar let you live stream karaoke? I don't know. That might be an adventure for a different night. But that would be fine. It'd be loud though. It would be hard to answer the chat. Ain't nobody's business. But that could be fun for maybe if I'm there and I just pull out live for like 20 minutes or something, just to have a little fun. I wouldn't do a walk stream to karaoke. Either that or I'd have to start at like 10 o'clock and like end it shortly after I get there. That could be a plan. But my loyal followers know that I start at midnight because they're the midnight walks on the Green Knight Tales YouTube channel. Oh, Frankenstein. Anybody see that? It was such a good movie. I literally just watched it again tonight before coming out. I didn't expect, what's his name? God, what's his name? The guy who played Frankenstein. He was in a bunch of like teen drama movies, so I was kind of hesitant. He's like a tall, skinny, pretty boy. I was like, really? He's gonna be the monster? But he was so good. And it was kind of in line with how the monster is described in the original story. Like it kind of mentions that the Dr. Frankenstein tried to make him like almost handsome. And it wasn't until the creature came to life that he's like, oh shit, it's a monster. And he freaked out and abandoned him. God, Frankenstein's a dick. The person, not the creature. The creature's just innocent. I was watching it with my girl the other night, and I was joking. I'm like, wow, they're really banging us over the head with like, Frankenstein's the monster, not the creature. And then not even a minute after I said that, his brother turns to him and is like, you're the monster. I was like, see? They're really just hitting it over the head. Oh, so yeah, I think we're gonna walk past a bar here that is clearly open. Home Hardware is never open. I don't know what their kind of hours are like. But no, I felt like Guillermo del Toro did a pretty good job. It wasn't extreme. Jacob Elordi, that's it. That's who it was. Yeah, he's like this tall, really pretty boy. So skeptical, but yeah, they did a really good job. Have a good night. Oh my God, they were roommates. But yeah, it was supposed to be Andrew Garfield, who I'm sure would have done an okay job. Like Andrew Garfield's a pretty good actor too, but I'm glad they went the way they did, or I'm glad Andrew had other shit to do. Can you guys hear me over that fucking garbage truck? Oh, some places still have their Christmas decorations up. What the heck is that? It's like a multi-headed peacock. That's got to be from like mythology or something. Okay, good. Then this mic is not total garbage. It's like, it was really loud to me. So I'm glad you guys could hear me. Yeah, I'm glad Andrew Garfield got his redemption arc in, or his redemption moment anyway, in the new Spider-Man movie. He got to save MJ after his Gwen died. But I remember when they introduced Gwen, in Amazing Spider-Man 1, I was like, oh, this is not gonna go well. Because Spider-Man fans know exactly what happens to Gwen Stacy in the comics. I mean, spoiler alert for a 15-year-old movie. I think they're planning to make another one with with Tom Holland. But I don't know, Marvel's really lost a lot of steam lately. There's the best coffee shop in the world. Not that one specifically, I just mean Tim Hortons. I know that's a hot take. Although I will agree it's kind of gone downhill since it got bought out by the company that owns Burger King. It's all corporatized now. The donuts aren't as good. They sold the coffee, and McDonald's actually bought it. So if you want OG Tim Hortons coffee, go to McDonald's. But they're still nice for a road trip or on a cold night. I went the other day, and there was a guy training there. And like clearly he didn't speak a lot of English. And I ordered one of the protein lattes. And he hands me a cup of hot milk. I was like, okay, I need some coffee in this. And they were good about it. They put the espresso in, and I was gracious. Said, okay, thanks guys. Like, I'm sorry to bother you. There's no coffee in my latte. Yeah, that's there's 2 ingredients in that. Although when I worked at Panera Bread for a little while, I worked the barista a lot, and I thought, okay, if you take the milk and the chocolate syrup, and that's a hot chocolate, what if I use the caramel syrup? That was really good. I called it a liquid Werther's. And I'm sure it was super good for my arteries. But whatever. I like to walk and swim and exercise a lot, so I can burn off a couple extra calories of pure sugar. I think there's a plow thing coming towards me. It's hard to tell. Sometimes the lights are so fucking bright, can't see what's going on. One time I was at this bus stop here, and it was a night like this, like freezing cold, and like a Porsche or something, like a super nice car was going this way, and the streetcar was coming that way. And the guy driving the streetcar looked at the Porsche as it was going by and didn't see me standing at the bus stop, and he just kept on going. I was like, what the fuck? So I threw a snowball at the back of the streetcar, but he didn't stop. Do I want to go all the way up to Bloor? Or do I want to cut through, a side street? Are there any cars coming? Nah. I commit the very cool crime of jaywalking. Lots of snowbanks. Makes it a little harder to traverse. But we do what we must because we can. Right. This is my jam. I like going down the nice quiet streets. Personally, don't like sweets. How can you not like sweets? They're so sweet. No, that's fair. Everyone's got their tastes. I know my girl personally likes salty snacks instead of sweet snacks. My teeth are sweet tooths, which is why I have so many cavities. But the sugar-free or low-sugar candy game has really gotten better in the last few years, so I can satisfy that craving without eating 700 calories of pure sugar in one sitting, which is probably not very good for me. Well, you know, there's these, what are they called? The smart sweets. They got like 3 grams of sugar, and they're like 110 calories per package. So I don't feel as bad about eating one of those. I think you can report that if the streetcar number. Oh, I wish I had thought of that at the time, but yeah, I didn't catch it. And I ended up walking home anyway, which is not something that I hate. We call it something like missed service. Ooh, that's got an official name. Yeah, next time. Hopefully there isn't a next time, to be completely honest. And then people are like, "Ooh, why don't you pay for the streetcar?" It's like, because the service is bad, and I only pay for things that are good. I waited so long to get a Presto card too. I had like a huge pocket full of tokens forever. Hmm. This is a quiet street. I'm gonna go right down the middle of the road. Like, look at that. That is chill as fuck, yeah? The world was fair and Durin's day. So if anyone's read The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, there's a bit in Moria when Gimli tells Sam the tale of Durin, and this is that, but set to music. Light of sun and star and moon. I love how if you look up at the clouds, you can see the glow of the city lighting them. Almost looks like it's like sunset or something, but it's not. That's how bright the city is. Yeah, this is why I like walking at night. It's just way more chill. There's no people yelling. There's no children running around. There's no people walking their dogs off leash. There's no cars. I mean, there's cars, but they're all covered in snow. I feel bad for people like this. They got to wake up tomorrow and get their cars out of their snowy tombs. But I feel like if those cars haven't moved in the last 2 days, they're probably not moving again tomorrow. Either the owners chose to walk, or let's be honest, if you own a house like this, you're probably in your 70s and living off the pension that you earned over the last 50 or so years of having a job that actually pays the bills. But it's okay. If I don't eat one more avocado toast, then I'll be able to afford a house. Right? That's how that works. Why are you stopping? I hate when shit like that happens. It sketches me out. Because I never know if it's like an Uber driver or like someone I know who's trying to say hi, or, you know, a sketchy person who wants to human traffic me. I think it was just an Uvu Jabber. Rise his crown in water deep. How many times have you zoned out by now? I don't know. I know a friend of mine told me he likes to put this on to fall asleep to, which is nice. I like to put on creepypastas to fall asleep to. Oh yeah, some Witcher music. I'm so stoked for Witcher 4. I'm really curious how they're gonna, like, what the series mechanics are gonna be. Because he's definitely not gonna play the same as Geralt, which I am happy about because she's a very different character than Geralt. Child within us. See, I don't know if I like this horizontal. All my comments keep fading before I get a chance to fully read them. Yeah, let's see if I can pull that back up. Or if there's a setting to keep it on the. Gonna have to take my gloves off, I guess. No, it's just all messages visible, please. There you go. The Child Within Us by Enigma. Okay. Can't say I've heard that one. I might have to look this up in settings. Do a Google search when I got time. There we go. Gloves back on. Frostbite is not your friend. It's quite nice. Is it like a chill song? So we are approaching Bloor. I think I might walk through Hyde Park a little bit. That'll definitely be chill. I don't think there's not gonna be any people in there at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Sanskrit, Latin, and English, that's cool. Found out recently Duel of the Fates from Star Wars is Sanskrit. I was like, that's neat. I guess it sounds like foreign enough. Most people in the Western world anyway wouldn't understand. Oh, that reminds me. I was watching a documentary about the Avatar movies, and I got a little pissed off because what's his name? James Cameron hired James Horner, who is a very good composer, and an ethnic musicologist, like a literal doctor of music from around the world. And apparently the original soundtrack for Avatar was so weird and alien and like incorporated all these different instruments from all over the world, and it just created such a unique sound that James Cameron was like, no, I don't like it. And they whittled it down, and now it's like what Western audiences expect foreign music to sound like, but it's not like really unique and weird sounding as it could have been. And I was like, I want to hear that. I want to hear the original one that they wrote. It's like yeah, like having people yelling and stuff, like, yeah, that's what we expect foreign weird things to sound like, but I don't know. I'm not saying that the Avatar soundtrack was bad. It was pretty good, but it could have been better. And then like the movies too, they don't get into any of the lore. Like you go to the Disney parks and there's like the Pandora world, Animal Kingdom, and there's bits of lore everywhere. And you're like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But they just don't put any of it in the movies. They just do like Pocahontas with blue people, dances with Smurfs, as South Park called it. Again, like, it could have been way better. And I found out James Cameron didn't really hire any indigenous people to like give perspective and stuff. And it's like, you're out here acting like, oh yes, I'm trying to represent indigenous nations and stuff like that, but you're not really, are you, man? Like, you could do it way better, but you're just playing it safe because you want your movies to make $1 billion. You don't actually care that much about what message you're claiming you want to send. Anyway, that's my rant about the Avatar movies. I'm just gonna wait for the third one to come out on stream, then I'll watch it there. I'm not paying extra money. All right, we're coming up to Bloor and Keel. That means we're getting to High Park. So I'm probably gonna have to trudge through the snow a little bit here. And it's gonna be dark. Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice and spooky. Go up Peel. Nah. No, I'm dedicated to the spooky now. Whoop. There we go. Don't die. Up and over. All right, I'm gonna try going in here. This looks beautiful. It is. This is a really nice, it's a big park in the west end of Toronto. I love coming in here walking the nature trails. It might be a little too dark though. We shall see. Oh, it doesn't look too bad yet. I do have my other phone on me. I could probably just turn on the flashlight. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I dig nighttime. Creepy yet beautiful vibes. I almost feel like the flashlight would make it more creepy. Give like Slender Man vibes. Let's try. Thank you for the concern fantasy. I see where you're coming from, but I can actually see pretty well in the dark. But here, let's whoop. All right, can I put this in here? Will that work? All right, you stay there. Don't move. That's not so bad. I gotta get my glove back on. There we go. Oh, no, it just slid down into my pocket. I'll just have to just hold it in front of me like that. Music's a little farther away from my mic now. Can you guys still hear it? If you see any pieces of paper on the trees, let me know so that I don't look behind myself. Burnt your index finger? You don't even know how? Were you doing any cooking? That's the only explanation I can think of. There you go. I'm just walking out here with both hands in front of me. No? Oh, weird. Yeah, this is so cool. Just appeared or something. I don't know. He's a mystery to everyone. Legend of Zelda, though. That's what this song is. It's from Wind Waker. All right, try and get this back in my pocket. Don't feel like carrying it. All right, stay there. Don't move. Imagine someone just starts chasing me or something. I mean, they're welcome to. I think I could get away. I'm fleet-footed like a mountain goat. I'm not gonna go too deep into the park though. Stick to the main path. There's a lot of like little trails that you can take. Or what I used to do when I first started exploring, I would just like turn off into the bush. And you can get lost pretty easy like that. And there's no sun to guide me. And certainly no stars. Oh, we're a little after the hour mark. I can flip around and say hi maybe. You guys can see me. Whoop. Oh, yeah, shit, you can't. Hey guys. Yeah, let's pull that out. There we go. Ooh. Welcome to the Green Night Tales, Midnight Walks, spooky walk through the forest. Well, hello. Is my beard starting to freeze again? Oh, a little bit. It's not so bad. Not as bad as yesterday. The snow makes it a lot worse. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun walking through the park. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys back around. Remember to like and subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. I'm at a little over 400 now, which is cool. I'm hoping to get to 500 soon. Come on, flashlight. There we go. When I get flashlight, I can get partnering. You guys get like boosted chats and shit like that, I think. I think that's what that unlocks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got blue eyes. Both my grandfathers had blue eyes, and then neither of my parents did. But I guess they had the recessive gene and passed that down to me. My sister's jealous. I have curly hair and blue eyes, and she's got straight hair and brown eyes, and she's cranky about it. But whatever. It's not gonna make your eyes any bluer. Are we getting to the lit path? Maybe I don't have to have flashlight on. That's gonna kill my battery real quick. There we go. There we go. Look at that. It's this kind of shit that I think of when I hear the song Winter Wonderland. This is. You got black wavy hair and brown eyes. Personally love them. Yeah. Brown eyes can be really pretty too. And yeah, like black wavy hair, like songs have been written about that. I guess songs have been written about every color of hair. I'm Irish, so I know a lot of songs about red-haired lasses. Yeah. Like my dad always said, if we were all the same, then we'd all like blondes. But no, everyone's got things that they like. I figured out how to look at the chat easier. You just gotta touch the screen. What, is this your first stream, Matthew? Yeah, kind of. Been doing this for less than a week. But I like it. I'm having fun coming out at midnight. showing you guys different parts of Toronto, different time of night that most people don't really like going out. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to quiet the music without actually turning it down. But it's so just calm and chill out here. Airplane going by. So many people have been walking here through the day that the snow is nice and packed down. So I'm not trudging through knee-deep snow right now, which is good. I wonder what this button does. That's cool. Okay. Looks like Wayne and Fantasy are my two top fans tonight. Probably because you're the only ones talking to me. But that's okay. Everyone else is just watching. If you're here to just watch, that's cool too. Watch and listen. Feel my shadow. Yeah. Yeah, watching is nice. I feel like I'm coming to the end of this part of the park. Might have to make a decision now. I think I can go down to the waterfront from here. That could be a nice walk too. I've only been out for a little more than an hour. I can make it last a little longer. Nice little gazebo. I've seen people with like barbecues and stuff in here before. It's okay. It'd be a nice place to come hang out with your family and friends. I come to a crossroads. I park, dog park. Off leash area improvement. I don't think I want to go that way. Looks like there's someone having a campfire up there. I don't want to go disturb them. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Oh. She thought the trash cans were a bear or something. Not a lot of bears in downtown Toronto. Oh, we're getting back to the dark forest. I could probably keep going down through the lights actually. I don't know if you guys can see that off in the distance. Nah, you can't really. Someone having a campfire. Don't slip, don't fall. There we go. Last thing I need is a 6th concussion. The path is pretty well lit, but it's not, as you can see, not very consistent. Can you hear me now? I think my other mic just ran out of batteries. Okay. Mic ran out of battery. All right, hold on. This is going to be a trick. Click. Now, shove that mic cover back on there. I don't usually use this mic because it doesn't have the tape on it to hide the light, but that's okay. Whatever we gotta do, we gotta do. All right. Now, the camera's gonna get wonky while I try and attach this. Come on now, you booger. There you go. That's the first time I've ever had a mic just die on me in the middle of a stream. It could be because of the cold, but I think we'll do okay. Y'all can hear me better now, yeah? All right, and we're gonna flip the camera back around. Oh, I may as well do a little shout out. Turn it back around so you can actually see me. What's up, everybody? I'm the Green Knight. I like doing nighttime walks throughout Toronto. And on my main channel, I do Reddit reads, like cringy stories and stuff like that. So yeah, if any of that tickles your fancy, you do hear music, that's good. I got the music in my pocket. Is this the first time you guys have been able to hear the music? Because I've had it playing the whole time. But yeah, this is Orpheus in the Underworld, or the Can, as most people know it. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to flip the camera back around so we can continue our walk. You always hear the music, that's good. That's kind of what the point is. I like having it on without being too loud. Oh, it's gotten dark and spooky now. But I like the spooky. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, if you guys are here watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm obsessed with music, find comfort in it. Yeah, a lot of people do. So do I. I like classical music sometimes. I got a eclectic music taste. But I feel like in moments like this, the classic music is kind of nice. Even though this song has become a little bit of a meme in itself. But yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I had Dvorak's New World, Symphony 9 playing. That was a cool piece of music. And Jupiter came on a little later. Can evoke a lot of feeling. I hear another version, which is the periodic table education. Oh, that's cool. Of everybody knows. Like the Maniacs did with that one song, and all the like Panama. I can't do all the lyrics, but or if anyone's Canadian and they remembered the Drink No Love Life commercials, which was done to the Ode to Joy melody. Oh, it also could be that I'm out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere now. Not a lot of cell towers in the park. But that's okay. Yeah, if I'm ever lagging, you guys just let me know. the old man say. Oh, nice sea shanty. Feels a little out of place here, but that's okay. And it's time for us to leave her. Yeah, look how nice the trees look with just a little dusting of snow on them. Your voyage is now. And there is something beautiful about a fresh snowfall, but especially when you don't have to shovel it yourself. I did have to do my front steps today, though. My poor girl had to climb up out of the apartment, and it was like she was climbing a mountain. So I shoveled those when I went out today. And it stopped snowing shortly after that, so which is always good, because anyone who said do something right, you won't have to do it again, and never shoveled a Canadian driveway. Dreamcore songs. Is that like Nightcore, where they just take a song and play it really fast? Can't say I've heard of Dreamcore. Time for us to leave her. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're getting close to the really cool play structure down here, like a playground. No, but it's a vibe, I believe you. It's creepy but gives nostalgia, okay. Like I was saying, down here there's a playground that looks like a castle. And if you can't tell by my channel name, I'm big into medieval stuff. Or fantasy more. I like fantasy and I like mythology, but I could barely give two shits about like history. And the winds don't blow. Well, thanks for coming out with me tonight, guys. It means a lot. It's nice to have a little bit of company when I'm out wandering through the snow. That fiddle is very loud. Share the same things, make more mythology videos, which are my. Well, you encouraged me to keep making the Hindu videos. I do have to do a couple more. My breadth of knowledge lies more in Celtic and Norse mythology. And Mexica, or Aztec. I really like Aztec mythology. And Egyptian. But yeah, I hadn't really looked too much into Hindu until I started doing this, and it was your encouragement that kept me looking. Yeah, my cousin married an Indian guy, and he made fun of me for my Indian accent that I did. I was like, I'm sorry that I was not raised in India. Okay, we're coming up to the cool castle play structure. Definitely gonna have to go walk by that, I think. If I kept going down this curve, can I hear a little, if you please? Of course, my friend, I can always do a bit of an Indian accent for you. I don't want to do it too much, I might offend somebody. Yeah, if you keep going down this bend here, you get to the High Park Zoo, which is, zoo is a strong word. It's pretty basic, but it's got like deer and capybaras and stuff like that. That's actually accurate. Oh, thank you. I'll tell Calvin you said that. my cousin-in-law, I suppose you would call him. They just had a baby, little Hannah. She's so adorable. Oh, I shouldn't be doxing their names like that, but I was visiting them over Christmas. I had a case of beer on the floor. Hannah walked over, because she's walking now, and she picked up one of my beers and started walking around with it. It wasn't open, obviously, but it was adorable, this like toddler walking around with a beer in her hand. So, well, she's one of the family now for sure. Okay. The snow is not as packed down here. Yeah, here we go. I love this thing. I wish I grew up with play structures like this. It's kind of hard to tell in the dark, but yeah, it's like a cool castle. Yeah. Got like these arches and stuff. I just think that's really sick. I definitely wish I had something like this when I was a kid. There was one in my hometown. It was a little far to get to from where I lived, but it looked like a big pirate ship. That was fun. I feel like those are more common than castles. But. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep walking up there, so it's not very well lit, and the snow is not clear. So I am gonna head left, go down, I think, to the waterfront for a little while, and work my way home from there. There's a pond here, but it looks like it's frozen over. You can come and feed ducks in the summertime. And yeah, just down there where the lights are going, that's where the Toronto Zoo is. I think around here is where they do Shakespeare in the Park too, which I thought was free, but it's not. You gotta pay like $30 to go sit in an outdoor amphitheater and watch people do Shakespeare, which I'm sure is fun. I did some Shakespeare back in my day when I was in theater school. Yeah, I know, right? It seems like a lot. But everything's expensive here now. Like I've said a few times, I wanted to go see Lord of the Rings in concert, and it's like $200 per ticket. And it's like, I'll just go watch the movie. Turn the volume way up. I'm sure it would be a great experience, but I don't have that much disposable income at the moment. Maybe if enough of you guys like and subscribe, I can monetize this channel, and then I can afford to go. I don't know. 1,000 in India, yeah. Do you guys still use rupees in India? Well, I think it's cool that I get people from all over the world coming on my channel. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference between a Canadian dollar and a rupee is. I can't imagine using, what is it, yen? Where like a single yen is worth hardly anything. So you, like a dollar is worth like 10,000 or something like that. It's ridiculous. I don't know. We'll see how the economy fares when America decides to separate itself from the rest of the fucking world. I really hope someone talks some sense into that fucking idiot and he doesn't start a world war, but I don't have enough political knowledge to really comment on any of that. There goes another plane. Yeah, maybe one day I'll come here during the day, or I'll bring Maddie or Tourano at Tourano come through here. Oh, I don't doubt it. You guys aren't in his hemisphere, and that's all he really cares about, apparently. I think we should just have one world economy. Wouldn't that be nice? We can all just fucking get along. But, you know, pipe dream. So maybe the aliens are just waiting for us to all get along, and then they'll come down and give us faster than light technology and induct us into the Galactic Federation or whatever. I fucking know. Wouldn't that be nice? And then we can space travel. Like actually for real space travel. Because like intrastellar travel is fine, like traveling to nearby planets, but I want to interstellar travel. I want to go check out the stars. I want to see what life is like on other planets. It would be so fucking weird and different. I think I mentioned this the other night. Like imagine Australia, right? It's only been separated from the mainland for a couple million years, and all the creatures on there are so crazy and weird. Imagine what life would be like that evolved completely separately from life on Earth. Like we can't even imagine it. We can't even fathom what it would be like. And there's ideas of like convergent evolution. It's like, oh, like it would probably have eyes. It would probably like have hands or something that could function and use technology. But like, we can't know what kind of forms those will take. Eyes have evolved so many times on Earth. Like, look at a bug's eyes. They're way different than the way our eyes work. Anyway, I'm ranting. Or wings. Wings have evolved like, I think 4 times. Bugs, pterosaurs, birds, mammals. Yeah, bats. So 4 times wings have developed, and they all were so different. What was that? I missed that one. A multiverse. Oh yeah, okay. Like different parallel universes. That could also be a thing. I'm just thinking within the confines of our own universe, or even our own galaxy. But yeah, if there's multiple parallel like dimensions and shit, who knows? Like they could operate on completely different laws of physics that we understand. Who knows? And like, what's to say that life on Earth functions the way life functions on other planets? Like, imagine a planet so cold that like oxygen stays solid. There could be an entire oxygen-based life form that we could never interact with, because if we were in the same room, they would evaporate, or we would freeze. Like, you never know what could be out there. I'm gonna have to add more songs to this playlist. I feel like you guys have heard this song a few times. Yeah, here we go. Down to the water. Hello, I am under the water. Please help me. Look at that. There's still leaf litter down here underneath all the snow. Who's in charge of raking? Come on. This wasn't as good a time as any while I'm lit up. Come on. Hey! Thanks for coming out and watching, guys. Looks like I lost a few people just a couple minutes ago when I started talking about evolution. They must have been Christian fundamentalists. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, go do that. Oh, it's bedtime, Wayne? That's fine. It's almost bedtime for me too. Nose is a little red now. Yeah, it's pretty chilly out here. Not much I can do about that. But I'm glad you guys are sticking with me, at least for a little while. Yeah, let's get back to it. Whoop. It's 12 p.m. there now. Nice. Oh, so you're wide awake. You're along for the ride. Do you have school today? It's Thursday. Oh wait, no, I guess it's Friday now for you, and I guess for me as well. Here we are, coming to the lakeshore. Go down the waterfront a little bit. As we meander on back home. Wait for Gap. Okay, thank you. That's confusing. My sign says wait for Gap, and then he's got a sign that says yield. So it's literally designed to make us both just fucking stand there looking like idiots. Alright. This is Lakeshore Boulevard. Named such because it's close to the lakeshore, I would assume. Unless it's named after Timothy Lakeshore. I don't fucking know. I'm just fucking around. Alright. Got the green here. There we go. Let's get down. I'll give you guys a nice look at the waterfront. This boardwalk's nice and lit up, so that'll be a peaceful walk. Which direction are people coming from here? We'll be down that way, right? Okay. Don't jaywalk, kids. It's dangerous. There we go. I'm a bad influence on all of you guys. Hello? Hey, Trojan. Good to see you guys. Timothy who? I was just being silly. How are you, Trojan? You're up late? Or early, depending on where you're coming from. Alright, Trojan's this now. Got some Zelda music going now. That's fun. Love Zelda. Alright, come show you guys the dinosaurs. Dinosaur! Dinosaur! We're getting 3 to 6 centimeters tomorrow. Well, it'll look even more awesome with even more snow, right? Dinosaur. There's a guy I follow called. You're a night owl? Yeah, me too. That's exactly why I do this. Man. Oh, this one's got dinosaurs on it too. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna look for the shallowest path through the snow so I can get to that shoveled area over yonder. There we go. Oh, it's like a balance beam that I can't see because it's covered in snow. This was a bad idea. Yeah. Was it like play structures for kids? The dinosaurs I had seen, you mean? Here's the beach. Normally covered in sand. Oh, it looks like part of the water's frozen. That's pretty cool. That doesn't happen on the lake too often. Not this lake, anyway. And if you look closely, you see that white line on the horizon? That's America. That's the lights from America, anyway. Over yonder is Hamilton. Hamilton looks really pretty from far away. Actually, I think that's more Etobicoke, those big buildings right there. Etobicoke's pretty nice. That's where my cousin and her baby live. And her Indian husband. Yeah, boardwalk's nice and clean. That's good. I like these kind of play structures too. Kind of hard to see at night, but they're like big old spider webs. Makes you feel like Spider-Man when you're climbing up them. Anything that makes me feel like Spider-Man makes me feel pretty cool. Maybe I should have worn my Spider-Man sweater today. It's got a hood that zips all the way up. Protect my face from the cold. This is nice. It's so fucking empty. In the summer, this place is jumping. There's always lots of people here. I'm sorry for the country music. I promise it's the only song. Born and raised on country. My dad loved it. Actually learned how to play the guitar playing country music. But now I play Celtic folk stuff. A little bit of rock. I'm not a good guitar player. I'm not trying to brag here. I'm just saying. I can play chords and sing along. That's about it. It is super peaceful out here. I gotta go to schoolwork? Boo. Really smart people skip school. Like, did Elon Musk get out of school? I don't know. I'm just teasing. Yeah, have a good night, or a good day, Fancy. Study hard, become a doctor, or whatever you said you wanted to be. Lawyer. It was doctor, right? So you want to be a doctor? Your classes were canceled. Oh, so they just sent you work to do at home? Homework, if you would. Alright, have a good night, Fancy. Thanks for coming out. Always good to see you. Have a little dirt on my boots. I'm gonna dance the dust right off in the night. It's too cold right there. How cold is it for you? Like, what's too cold for Indians to cancel school? It had to be minus 45 in my hometown, which is fucking cold, man. It's minus 15 here right now, or at least it was last time I checked. Oh, she gone. I hope you guys have had fun keeping me company tonight, at least for a little while. This part of town's always really peaceful at night. Not a lot of people walking the boardwalk in the dark. It's not even that dark. It's pretty well lit. This garden here is really nice during the summer. No dogs. I'm trying to get a good angle on the CN Tower, but it's a bunch of trees and shit in the way right now. And that building, whatever that is. Oh, we're getting some graffiti. All right. This pedestrian overpass that goes up over to King. I could take that, but I think that would cut the stream a little too short. So I'm gonna head over to the bridge that leads back up to Dufferin. Past the castle. By that I mean the medieval times castle, not Castle Loma. That's a little further away. those birds in the water? There's something making ripples. Maybe it's just ice flows. No, those are moving. Those are animals in the water. What are those? I'm gonna go a little closer. Are those cobra chickens? I cannot tell what those are. I think they're cobra chickens. Oh no, they're just ducks. Just normal ducks. Hi, ducks. What the hell are you doing here? Go south. They're coming over to say hi. Hi. What are you guys doing? It's too cold for you here. I don't have any bread. Oh, look at them. They're all coming over now. Hey, guys. I'll try and zoom in. Oh, no, these are cobra chickens. Nope. One is a cobra chicken. Hey, guys. I don't have any food for you. Don't you come starting shit, mister. I see that look you're giving me. What are you doing? Look at all of that. Like, what are they all doing up here? It's like a bunch of ducks with one goose just kind of chilling. What are you doing here, buddy? Are you their bodyguard? Do you protect them from... I don't know. What do ducks need protection from? Alright guys, I'm standing in knee-deep snow, so ankle-deep snow, so I'm gonna keep moving, but it was nice to see you, duckies and cobra chicken. That was a very interesting surprise. Now I'm walking through knee-deep snow. Here we go. There we go. Oh, hup, hup. Okay, back to the main event, graffiti. This whole structure is painted like that. So, well, not like that, but all this like patterning and stuff goes all the way along it. I think it looks really cool. It's way better than just like a big concrete slab. You know what I mean? Like, what's the term? Brutalist architecture. It's nice when stuff has a bit of character to it. Huron. Oh, look how smooth and well plowed this is. Oh, thank the Lord. No time every breath, every day. Not sure what this place is. I think it's like a dance hall or something like that. I always see people having events here. I think it's like a wedding venue or something like that. That would make sense to me. I can breathe among the fumes that travel across the sky. Well, I hope you guys watching are having a good time. Just chilling with me and the ducks as I walk through the streets of Toronto at night. if you'd like to like or subscribe, that would be super duper. It would really help my channel grow a lot. I'm trying to get monetized eventually. I crested 400 subscribers today, so that was a bit of a milestone. When I get to 500, I can make partner, or whatever the term is, and then you guys can get like special stickers and shit. I don't know. Gotta figure that out. Hey Trojan, glad you're still watching. I don't know as much about specific buildings as Toronto does. He has that tour guide knowledge. I just like walking around. We're getting close to 2 hours. That's good. It's kind of the goal. I love these things. The big balloons that they cover fields with. These are tennis courts. I just think they look so ridiculous. Heaven forbid the rich people don't have a place to come play tennis in the winter. What are they going to play instead? Squash? Disgusting. Poor abandoned bike things. They won't see use till spring, or at least until next week when the temperatures get above zero again. And then all this turns to slush. That's going to be fun to walk in. See, I almost prefer snow like this than when it's like snow and then slush and then snow and then slush. That's annoying. But I don't mind when it's just snow. Especially if they keep the paths nice and maintained like this. Yeah, this is like, I don't know if it's like a yacht club or a country club or something. This building that I'm about to pass. It's a place where rich people come hang out. What's it called? The Boulevard Club. Yeah. This is where fancy people come. My mom told me I should apply for a job there. It's like I would not fit in. Even to work there, they'd have to put me in the back. I'd be a janitor or somewhere in the kitchen. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be rich and then I can come and be all pretentious and stuff. Because like if I can afford nice things, I'd be pretentious about it too. Why not? Oh yes, I only eat beluga caviar. Oh, my buddy's from Newfoundland and we were hanging out over Christmas. And he's like, "Do you want some caviar, bud?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want some caviar." He pulls out this tube. It looks like a toothpaste tube. And he squeezes it out and it's like this pink, salty paste. And he's like, "Oh, were you expecting like the nice caviar?" I was like, "Yeah, kinda." So I started calling it Newfie toothpaste. Because it was just like this fishy, salty goop. We were spreading it on crackers. It was alright though, like it didn't taste bad. But yeah, I've never tried real caviar, like the black eggs or whatever. But I have tried chicken nuggets, so I'm half fancy. That's the trend now, right? Caviar and chicken nuggets? I think it's like the juxtaposition of the fancy rich and the poor cheap food. I remember a couple of years ago, McDonald's released this thing. It was like McDonald's chicken nugget. Now if real caviar tastes delicious, yeah, I bet it does. There's a reason it's so expensive. Although I didn't know belugas had eggs. I thought they were mammals. I am joking. I know that beluga is a kind of fish, and they are not talking about the whales. Yeah, McDonald's released a thing a couple years ago, and it's like, now with all white meat. I was like, wait a minute, were they not white? Were they not before? Does that mean you were dyeing dark meat or something? I don't know. Not that I expect chicken nugget, like McDonald's chicken nuggets, to be a pillar of quality. They are trash and they taste good anyway. This is a good beach to come and have a bonfire at, apparently. I've seen a lot of people down here having fires. Today was a bit of an adventure though. Saw someone having a camp out in High Park. That was neat. If a little disconcerting. Because if someone's out having a fire in High Park, they're either sketchy teenagers or sketchy homeless people. So I gave them a wide berth. And I got to see some ducks. Not often you get to see wildlife in the heart of the city. But the adventure's not over yet. Still got a little bit of time left. And I keep walking this way, cross over. Maybe I'll give you guys a little tour of the Greek statues if it's not too snowed over there. And I get to talk about my favorite shit, mythology. Oh, those are just buoys. I was like, are those more birds? No. Please believe it's the only way. You'll never know. Get a hold on you, believe it. Like no other. I like to come down here on my skateboard and go the other way. Because you get so much good speed going down that hill, and it's nice and smooth, so I know I'm not gonna fall on my face. I got a scar over my right eyebrow from going down a hill too fast and hitting a rock. I just whiplashed straight into the concrete. And my dumbass, I just put a big Band-Aid over it and I went into work the next day. I was talking to a horse trainer. I'm like, I don't feel very good. He's like, dude, go to the hospital. Why are you here at work? So that was a concussion for sure. And stitches. Nothing makes you feel more badass than a face scar. I can tell you that for free. And I think the next one I had just been playing The Witcher 3. And I was like, man, I could go for a cool eyebrow scar. And one of the other nights hit my shield into my face. And it gave me a nice big gash across my eyebrow. And a nice little concussion. So I went in and got stitches for that. So now I got a vertical scar on my left eyebrow and a horizontal scar on my right eyebrow. They're not super visible anymore. They've kind of faded a bit. But I know they're there. That makes me feel pretty badass. But yeah, if you guys have stuck around this long, I'd like to thank you for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love doing these nighttime walks. This has become really nice. I don't promise to do it every single night because, life happens. Sometimes you have people stay over or whatever. Or, you get busy. But pretty much any night I'm free, I'm going to come out and do this. take you through different parts of Toronto, through the dark, unseen parts that most people don't cover. Because I get it, it's pretty creepy walking through the streets at night. But you know, I'm a bigger dude, so I'm not too. I look sketchier than most of the people on the streets, so no one fucks with me. And honestly, the one thing I'd be worried about if someone does is like breaking my phone and my equipment. I ain't afraid to throw hands, but I am afraid to break my shit because it's expensive. Oh, we can kind of see the tower from here. Let's go zoom. Oh, Megan's here. Hi, Megan. Sorry I missed your thing. I'm trying horizontal and the messages disappear really quick. Oh, I can't zoom in like this. That sucks. I might go back to vertical tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll go back on. What do you think, Megan? I've been asking people if they prefer the horizontal or vertical streams. Is this guy literally just driving down the sidewalk? Guess I'll have to walk through the snow to get out of the way for the fucking car on the sidewalk. Alright, he's putting salt down. I can forgive him, I guess. Another one. Are you plowing after the fucking salt guy has gone by? Oh, no, the plow's not down. Okay. That would be bass backwards. Alright. Did I miss any chats? Like horizontal, but vertical can be nice if you're watching on your phone. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Green lit tower, how cool. Yeah, oh, it's changed to red now, but yeah, it was green for a little bit. Green night tails. For TV watching, vertical is hard. Yeah, okay. I suppose that's kind of the debate I've been having. It's like, I know a lot of people watch on their computers and on the TV, but I know I watch a lot of streams on my phone. And apparently you can't zoom in on horizontal. But I'm at the hour mark, so I may as well, or the 2 hour mark. Let's flip around. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Vertical does get a lot of views. Whoop. Hey guys, thanks for coming out and keeping me company. It's not actually as cold as I thought it was going to be tonight. It was chillier when I first started, but I guess I'm moving now, so got the blood flowing, feeling all right. One of my mics died halfway through my stream. I think it's because the cold. I don't know what my phone's at, but it's holding in there. Gimbal's not giving me too many troubles tonight. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do that. It would help my channel out a lot. But missed Alex's stream earlier. Okay. All right, I'm gonna flip this bad boy back around. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with handsomeness. There we go. Let's head down the waterfront a little bit. I hope they got the boardwalk clear, or at least this path. Fitness stream? Fitness stream in your mouth? I'm not gonna do that. Come on, Matthew. Grow up. That 2 Iron Maiden songs in a row? What are you doing, Shuffle? Looks like someone made a little snowman. Walking is fitness, that's absolutely correct. Especially when you do it as much as me and Maddie do. And like, I walk to run my errands too. That was creepy. I just went out on me. So I'll go out in the morning, go for a walk. And I went out, I picked up my girl, and we went for a walk. And then I came out and I did a midnight stream. I checked my kilometers walked the next day. It was 40 kilometers. It's like, wow, that's a good clip. That's a literal marathon of walking. But it didn't feel so bad because it was all spread out, right? 2 hours past midnight. Talk about Phuket Walk, whose name is Alex. He's a streamer living in Phuket Island in Thailand. Oh, that's cool. Is this Trinity Bellows? No, this is the waterfront. So yeah, there's Etobicoke. So yeah, I'm just walking down the waterfront. I'm gonna head over to Dufferin Street and take her home, I think. But thank you for joining me near the end, at least. Yeah. No, yeah, it's really nice tonight. There's nobody here. And it's decently lit. Like I was going through, I went through Hyde Park earlier, and it was dark. I had to pull out, I got the phone playing music. I had to pull that out and turn the flashlight on. You just got up? Yeah, well, you're working a morning shift somewhere? Are you a breakfast cook? The late night fun it's fun to do too. So I'm gonna keep it up. I'm a night owl, so I like being up late. And then I think I'm meeting up with Maddie at some time tomorrow to go for a walk and to get his tattoo. He hasn't given me a time yet. I keep asking him, like, what time do you want to meet? But yeah, like, good for him getting 1,000. That was unexpected. Well, it was expected eventually, but he just jumped up all in one day, so that was pretty cool. I went and got myself a donut too because I got 400. I don't care if that's a milestone or whatever. I just felt like a donut. But I didn't want a Tim Hortons donut. I wanted a nice one, so I went to a place. God, what was it called? It was on Queen Street near Roncesvalles. No on being a breakfast cook. It's kind of making your own breakfast. Yeah, you can tell yourself. Yeah. No, if you're making breakfast for yourself, I guess that counts a little bit. Breakfast cook is I was a breakfast cook for a long time. It can be stressful, the early mornings every day. It's nice being done work by like noon, but still, and like when you work on the line in like a kitchen that serves lunch and dinner, they expect you to have food done in 15 minutes, which is still kind of quick, but if you work breakfast, you have to have that shit done in 5 minutes. So it's definitely a little more stressful. And I never want to see another Eggs Benedict again, because the amount of hollandaise sauce I had to make, oh man. I'm still not turned off of eggs though, surprisingly. But Just remember, if you're ever ordering at a restaurant, over easy is the hardest of the eggs to make because they break. It's green again. You would think green is my favorite color. It's not, actually. It's just my naming convention. Purple is my favorite color. But the purple night doesn't have the same ring to it, I don't think. I actually didn't even come up with the Green Knight, to be completely honest. My buddy Taylor does his own YouTube channel called The Dr. T Show. And for the last couple of years, I would just show up as like a guest when he does movie reviews. And he would just always introduce me as the Green Knight. So when I started my own channel, I was like, you know what, that's a cool moniker. Maybe I'll just stick with that. And then I needed to find my niche. Because I wanted to do YouTube for a long time, but I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I do Zelda videos? Do I make Lord of the Rings videos? I eventually settled on Reddit videos, and I tried making videos about pirates, but those got no views. So maybe once I have a bit more of a following, I'll start talking about pirates again. Because that was a lot of work and a lot of editing for not a lot of engagement, so. Yeah, the Green Knight, the Arthurian legend, for sure. That is a cool story. So, on Christmas Eve, I made a short video about that particular tale, because it's a Christmas story. And I like the movie that came out recently. It was a pretty good adaptation of it. Kind of psychedelic, but it kind of reminded me of like those movies that came out in the 70s and stuff. It's like all trippy. Or like those dark fantasy memes that are going around now. Yeah, it was a fantastic movie. And the Green Knight was super intimidating. There's that dude from The Witch. Yeah, it was his deep, low voice. Like, he was perfect for that. Coming up to Ontario Place, or the desiccated remains of Ontario Place. I wonder what it's going to be like when it's all done. There's all these signs and stuff saying, oh, it's going to have restaurants and parks and playgrounds and stuff. Yeah, he played the father in The Witch, yeah. And Anya Taylor-Joy was in that too. That was like one of her big breakout roles, I think. She looks like an elf to me. Like, you slap elf ears on her and I could believe that she's like a legit like Tolkien or like D&D elf. She's got the big eyes and the angular face. Oh, Megan, you missed the ducks earlier. I saw a bunch of ducks with a single cobra chicken amongst them. What's this dome here? I thought it was like a theater or something, but I can't remember. It's been a long time. I don't know if you guys can hear that too. The ice like tinkling. Oh my god, I'm probably not over the music. There's more kinds of animals than you've ever seen. There, you can see it, all the ice. But it's not like solid. Some humpyback camels and some chimpanzees. The one thing about the horizontal here I've noticed. Oh, he did behave himself. I think he was their bodyguard. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed about the horizontal is the stream flies so quick. Like and they fade away. I don't really get a chance to read anything. Green alligators and long necked geese, some humpyback camels and some chimpanzees. There's the windmill that I don't know if it actually does anything besides spin and be there for show. 2 by 2, and he called out as they went through, "Hey Lord, green alligators are long-necked geese." So yeah, no other people, just cars. I can't be too mad. It's nice and nice and clean to walk on now. I can't imagine what this little park is going to be like when I get over there. Some humpyback camels and some chimpanzees. Noah cried, "Close the door, 'cause the rain is pouring. We just can't wait for no unicorn." The ark started moving, drifted with the tide. The unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried. The waters came down and sort of flooded them away. That's why you never seen a unicorn to this very day. Cats and rats and elephants, for sure as you're born, never gonna see no unicorn. This is the bridge I'm gonna head over. There's the statues over there of all the Greek gods and stuff. If it's not too snowy, maybe I'll go show you those guys, but I get a feeling it's gonna be pretty bad. Nothing good comes from a cornfield. You see in horror movies, and that's how shit goes down. Where do you see a cornfield? Where did that come from, Megan? Baseball players, yeah. If you build it, they will come. No, it was a song about unicorns. But how... I think I misheard that. Yeah, I know how Noah had to how Noah had to build an ark and get all the animals, but he couldn't find the unicorns. And God's like, "Hey, you better bring my unicorns." But the unicorns were being silly. They didn't want to get on the ark. And then, the flood happened. And that's why there's no unicorns anymore. Up the stairs we go until we come to the tunnel. There's BMO Fields, named after the character from Adventure Time, obviously. Go, go, Power Rangers. Okay. Oh yeah, that's snowy as balls. But don't worry, I'll take everyone by the Greek gods another time. That's a decent shot of the tower though. Oh, I wish this wasn't covered in snow. So here, there's like a sidewalk sort of thing around here that I will come back to when there's less snow on the ground. But basically, it's the outline of the old fort that was here, Fort Toronto. And I think that's real cool. It wasn't big, like it was tiny. And it's like you think of these guys who are sailing up and down the lake and up and down the St. Lawrence River. And it's like, really? You're looking for that? Looking for that tiny little structure in the middle of the fucking Canadian wilderness? Thank God at least someone's been here before me. I can follow their footprints. I'm getting almost to 2.5 hours. Look at me go. So we're coming up to the medieval times castle. Ours is the only one that is made out of an old historical building, and therefore we are not allowed to change the facade and make it look like the other ones do down in the States, because they all have, like, you know, the castle look with crenellations and shit like that. One of them has a friggin' drawbridge and a moat, but we're not allowed to make big changes like that, because this is an old ass building. I think it used to be a barracks at one time. It's haunted for sure. There's a place underneath the original structure, and it's real creepy. We call it the catacombs. It's not actual catacombs, but it's like, it's all sandy and just like the stone pillars and shit that are holding the building up. And one night my buddy was working night shift, and he went underneath, he opened up the door, and he heard a voice say hello from inside the catacombs. And he just closed the door and fucking ran out. Like, he got it on video too. It was pretty cool. But I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but I know if I heard shit like that, I'd be fucking creeped out. There it is. Medieval times. That's where I normally work. Riding horses and swinging swords and all that jazz. But I've been off for a couple months for mental health reasons, which has ironically allowed me to start a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's a pretty fun place to work. If you like medieval nerdy stuff, and I do. But yeah, I had to take a little time off because I got separated from the ex-wife, and that hit me pretty hard. and I sought relief at the bottom of a bottle, and that's not anywhere to find anything except for a hangover. Okay. Right. Once I'm under the arch, I think that'll be where I call it. Because again, I don't want you guys knowing where I live. I'm handsome as fuck, and you might stalk me. Don't want to dox myself. I'm just teasing, but I always think the arch looks really cool. You can see it from like all the way down Dufferin. Even like what's the word? Dovercourt or whatever. The one that's up past DuPont. You can look down and see all the way down on a clear night. You can see it. And it looks really cool with all the street lights leading up to it. All right. Ye olde Dufferin Arch. That's come on, gloves. There are dangerous weirdos out there, that's true. But I'm also a dangerous weirdo, so there we go. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out with me, spending the evening with me. It's always nice. If you haven't, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you want to come check out any of my cringy Reddit videos, those are fun. Put a lot of effort into those. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this every night. So I'll probably be out again tomorrow night. I know pretty sure I'm going out with Maddie tomorrow to help him get his tattoo. So come check us out. I am wrapping it up. I'm getting close to home now, and I'm a little tired. So I'm going to go take a nap. But everybody, that's loud as fuck, isn't it? But yeah, I've had a good night. I hope you guys have too. And I'll see you tomorrow night, all right? Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime. So remember, drink water, do push-ups. Stay safe till next time.